looking back, what are some things that stick out to you guys?
I remember coming in here first practice and I was terrified.
Mm-hmm.
We had
Definitely intimidated.
we had Rossler, Steph, Lid, Kels. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, well, there's no way I'm gonna make it out there. But made it this far and
Stuck with it.
yeah.
Totally. I remember the first time getting on the bus. Like, after all the practices and everything, that first bus ride to me was like, this is college ball. Like, this is the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't one of the, like, short buses that we take for short trips, but it was, like, the full-out, nice charter bus. And I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
like,
This
this is
real.
big, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that just, like, really left an impression on me of just what a cool experience this is.
What was your favorite memory from your career?
I don't, Mandy, you were kind of talking about one before.
Yeah, I remember coming in last year and not playing at all. And we were not undefeated yet. We had one loss in the season, but we were about to lose to Lakeland. And it was pretty devastating. It was fourth game. It was 13-21. We were down 2 games.
You remember the score?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I remember everything. And coach threw me in. Wasn't warmed up. I had been sitting the whole game. And he threw me in on the right side, which is not even my position. So, of course, I'm like, oh, gosh. And he told Tasha to set me the ball. So she set me the ball, and I just remember pounding it off their block, and it went right down, and it was 14-21 after that. And of course he pulls me. I didn't play the rest of the match or the game, but we came back and we won the 4th game. I think it was 25-22. I don't even think they scored much more after that.
Yeah,
and then we won the 5th game, so we ended up taking it from Lakeland, but it was just huge. Just that one swing, one play, like, got the intensity going for everybody, and then we came back and won. It was great.
I would say mine is my first year against Dominican.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm never going to see the court, never going to see the court. And then he's like, Britt, it's your time. I'm like, all right. Went in against Dominican and had like 15, 20 kills, and it was awesome. And I was like,
Yeah, I remember that too. Just
Yeah.
like, yes, Brittany. Because I don't know, we're all kind of in the same boat of like your first year playing.
yeah,
And
exactly.
you just kept like ripping it down the line over the huge block, like your little like 5'5", Brittany down the line. Just ripping away. It's true though.
5'6", give
Sorry.
her the benefit of the doubt.
Do you have one?
I don't know. I was thinking about that. I remember our first year too. It was versus Dominican. It was a home game, and my position freshman year was, or I guess our first year,
Yeah,
sophomores,
yeah.
whatever, was to be ready whenever Joe would get injured, because you knew it was going to happen, and so to be ready to set when that happens. Yeah, and in the meantime, okay, play right side, that's fine. And so we were playing Dominican at home, humongous game, and of course, like, Joe was injured like the day before. And no, it was not Dominican, it was Lakeland. It was definitely Lakeland.
I was going to say, because
Yeah.
Dominican was there.
It was there and it was awful.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I remember that was like one of the first games I set in a home game too, and just remember that being a really good game and a huge game, and also kind of like the nerves of, all right, like, running the offense here, let's see what happens. So that's a good memory. Also, not that I really remember this as much, but I do remember getting a concussion at Maranatha last year, and Joe was hurt again, and so I was like, Sam, our athletic trainer, is like, hey, I have something to tell you after the game, and I was definitely,
You were working hard, that's all that
Yeah.
mattered.
oh my goodness. I remember like not knowing where I was supposed to be, like on the court, and just like, all right, like,
Hey, we won though.
but we did win, it's
I remember Rockford from this year. It was family weekend. We had
Mhm.
the biggest crowd that I've ever seen here, and fans were going crazy, and we gave them, it was a very good game. Unfortunately, we didn't finish, but just the excitement, the crowd, the intensity, and all the support was just, gave me butterflies out on the court. It made me want to work harder, play harder. I think it was one of my better games this year as well.
Mhm.
So it was nice to have a lot of support from school, parents, friends, family, all that.
Yeah, that's something last year, like the past 2 years, our crowds have been awesome. That's been really fun just to play in front of like lots of students and family and everyone.
Yeah.
And it gets you going.
It does.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite memory with Coach?
Mine, I would say, is this year at the parade. The parade, we were all not very excited to participate in this.
Yeah.
It was
parade.
raining.
Pouring.
And
Yeah,
gross.
and so he tried to make like the most of it, and like I've never laughed so hard with him, and that was a good experience.
Same with Midnight Madness for the guys' basketball team. We helped Sean Cassidy run that a little bit, and Coach was just having the time of his life. I have never seen him so happy and so excited, and he made me laugh a lot.
He really loves karaoke.
Yes,
Yeah.
got the voice of an angel.
Yeah. I don't know. I really appreciate just some conversations that I've had with Coach, and just some of the support that he's been able to give me, just as far as in life and spiritually and that kind of a thing. Definitely some funny times, but like I really appreciated just how much he cares about you as a person. You know what I mean? And that's something that I really respect about him.
He does give you a lot of advice and helps you a lot, especially like last year when I wasn't playing. He did give me a lot of things to work on, so I knew what I needed to change or what needed to be done. And I feel like this year it came out and worked for me.
I would say so. Yeah.
What about like an overall memory at CUW, like volleyball related or not volleyball related?
It's interesting. The first thing I went to, like still thinking about athletics, was CIT when I was at our place, so 2 years ago. That was fun to be a part of the crowd then. It was just like hyped, and we won, and
we dominated. We
Yeah.
not just won, we dominated.
yeah.
We played very well.
That was a good start to that year.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, just being a part of like the Concordia volleyball team, like to be so fortunate to play college ball is like really awesome. And I don't know.
I mean, for all of us, none of us played 4 years.
Right, exactly.
So obviously we all had different ideas coming into college, and then realized we were missing something. At least I know that's for me. You know, we both played club at a larger university, and it wasn't enough.
No, it's very disorganized and
Yeah.
Well, like even being an athletic trainer student, I was always around sports. I was around football, basketball, baseball, all that, and it just made me really miss playing. So I think even just having that major really sparked like me wanting to get back into it, and I didn't lose what I had from high school, and I learned so much more, and it was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
what about some accomplishments that you have like individually?
How about you tell us Miss Player of the Week?
Yeah, that was really cool.
Twice.
I feel like it couldn't happen at like a more perfect time. Their season wrapping up.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah, definitely.
I'm so glad you
played so
finally.
well.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally got recognized. Honestly, the past few weeks, just in practice and games, you've been playing really consistently and just all out. And
Even
I'm
the
glad.
stress and like pressure that we've gone through this whole season,
Yeah.
you really came out in the end.
Yeah.
Maybe you were taking it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you were finally recognized for that,
Mhm.
and even just to put our, volleyball on the map too, as opposed to another sport.
Yeah, that was good.
Thanks for
good.
doing that for us.
Yeah.
I guess a personal accomplishment was, against Concordia Chicago, I'm not the best blocker. I never have been. Last year I was awful, and to come out and have 6 blocks in one game, wow. Like, I feel like that's a huge personal accomplishment.
Totally.
From 0 to 6.
And Sarah just said, Mandy, 1 goal. I just
You have
want
to
you to
block
get 1
her.
block. And you got 6 and 2 solos.
And 4 assists, by the way.
That's what's up, kind of. That's what happens when you play right side. All those blocks.
I know. I think they were all to you too, so you can thank me later.
I don't know, a goal for me this year was to get 6 assists a game. That's what you have to be All-American, and obviously it's kind of a big goal, but that's what I set for myself. And I've accomplished it a few games, or was on the track to it before we put in other players. So that's something that I've kind of tried to set as a benchmark for me. And also too, apparently I had 12 kills at the Oshkosh tournament when I played right side for a second. That's kind of
I
fun.
guess overall the season has been, there's been some highs and lows, but through it all, I mean, I still love volleyball, still will, still continue to try to play wherever I can, whenever I can. Hopefully we can reunite an alumni game next year.
Totally.
New Year's after that.
Dominate.
It's so crazy. I never thought this day would come. I'm so sad.
I know, I'm fighting the tears now. But I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me and the team. and for Concordia Volleyball.
Agreed.